Let's go. Chris, how are you?
Afternoon, Nuno. Before we get on to West Ham, some big news today in the Premier League that Ruben Amorim has been sacked by Man United. He seems to be doing a bit better this season. Are you surprised by that? What's your reaction to that news?
Like everybody, surprised, sad. He's Portuguese, young manager. But this is what it is, I think. We are aware that this is how the industry works.
He's at the start of his career.
Sorry?
He's at the start of he's much earlier in his career than you are. What would your kind of advice be to him in terms of bouncing back from something like this?
This is what you have to do. Go back home, reset, get ready for the next challenge. This is life, up and downs.
In terms of West Ham, Nuno,
Yeah.
Just to start with some team news.
Yeah.
Anyone picked up any injuries?
We have to assess both of them, JC and Lucas. They are trying hard to be involved. Painful situations. We still have tomorrow to see how they are and see if they can be involved in the squad.
The Wolves result.
Yeah.
You talked about how much of a tough one it was and how disappointed you were by it. But with a couple of days now to kind of reflect even more, why do you think the performance came as it did? And it seemed like a really big opportunity for West Ham.
We analyze. We look. Was bad. We start bad the game. We didn't do the things that we should. All that the things that we were trying to build around. If you go back, the way we're performing, the ideas that we're putting across, everything came down in 10-15 minutes. So disappointed about that, because if you compare to the previous games, was bad, and even Brighton, the way the mistakes that we made, the first mistake lead to a penalty, then we make another mistake, another penalty. We got lucky that Brighton didn't score the penalty. So these kind of things, mistake after mistakes, it's been disappointing, and the first half was really bad.
I think one of the things you mentioned was a lack of effort.
I will not say lack of effort. Maybe I choose bad my words. Was lack of not doing the things that we should have done, the way we planned to do, the decisions that we had to take in these particular moments, the way we wanted to compete. Team has rules. We broke the rules, and it is very bad for me to be there and see things that we are trying to put across coming to nothing. Was tough to take.
How worrying is that? I know every game you take, with the same amount of seriousness, but it did seem like a big opportunity playing a team who hadn't won yet this season. So for those things to happen in a game in a period which is so important for West Ham, how worried are you by that?
Yeah, I'm really worried. I'm saying to you, we are worried and we are concerned, but the good thing that we have a game tomorrow to put things better. We have to perform better. We have to do better decisions, more effort if you want. Everything has to be at our maximum. Focus. That's the good part in football. It always gives you a chance.
You've been here for a decent period of time now,
Yeah.
and it is January. So what do you think this team needs? Does it need more help? Does it need more quality, more character? Do you think the team as it is now?
No, the squad. It's not about now. We are in the moment of rebalance our squad. Two players came in, Tati and Pablo, which I consider good options, players that can help, and that's the word that we need help. We need help from those that are coming, but we are the ones that have to improve and make the situation better.
You talk about rebalancing the squad.
Yeah.
I think the team has conceded the most goals in the league.
Yeah.
So now is the focus to sign defensive reinforcements?
Now the club is working. We are working really hard to operate in this transfer window. Like I said, 2 bodies in, but we still need more. It's not only about now the offensive line. We still need to rebalance better our squad.
Can you tell me about Pablo and Tati? What qualities they'll bring to the team and why they've been signed? Why you think they will help you to get up the table?
2 players that I really believe that can bring new things to the team. We had many names coming across, and Pablo and Tati were the ones that I personally consider that can create an impact, and we must. It's us as coaches and clubs in these days, these are good chances to try and rebalance. It's the first transfer window that we have. We have to try and make it right. Players that come with purpose, players that come with the intention to really help, be brave to join us in this under situation. They need to be brave, and we need to make sure that they come with a purpose. So Tati and Pablo, they come with a purpose.
It's interesting that you say those are players that that you've chosen, that
Yeah.
you've recommended, because of the results, there has been speculation about your future and your job. What you just said there would kind of suggest that the club is firmly behind you and is backing you. Would you agree with that? Do you feel like the club?
Look, I've been around many times, many long times, and I know. And my focus is not on that, on speculation. No. How can I help my players? How can I make them better? How can we solve and improve the situation of West Ham? This is not about me, players. It's about everybody, the fans. What can you say about the fans? And we have to apologize. We have to apologize to the fans and be. But they know they know the squad. They know the team. They know football. They know the game, and they know that we need them. We need them. But it's moment to ask. No, it's not. It's not.
Last one for me.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the team has improved since you've been here? Because
Then we have good moments, bad moments. Honestly, I think we improved in many aspects. We compete better. We had close games defined by fine margins that couldn't be another result. We've been leading games and letting these leads go away. But we went backwards at Wolves. We went backwards in many things that we've been doing right. Many things in our game. So I'm positive, and the players are aware that we need to do better. Tomorrow is a new challenge. Let's evaluate after tomorrow.
I guess the reason I asked the question is because the points per game, that's been a stat that hasn't really changed, but are you kind of satisfied that the...
No, I'm not happy. Look, how can I be? I'm not satisfied. Okay, if I say a bad word, it'll not be good. I'm really, how we are. We're not happy. Okay.
Roger, please. Hi, Nuno.
Hello.
You said after the Wolves game that you were embarrassed by particularly the first half. Do you sense that the players share that embarrassment, and going into this next game, you perhaps won't need to do much in terms of motivation because they know they need to atone for that performance?
Yeah. We are. And this feeling has been hunting us for these days. It only goes away in the next game. It chases you. It keeps you from sleep. It takes your mind, and mind is a trap. It's hard, but the players know. So we all felt embarrassed and sad about what happened.
You mentioned before the fans, and the fans have been quite vocal with criticism of results and the club in general and so on. What would you say to them now, going into this game, which is a crucial game against a team that's only just above you in the league? What would you say to them in terms of when players go out onto that pitch?
Exactly what I answered before. The fans know. Our fans are very, very knowledgeable. They know exactly what's going on. They know the squad, they know the team, they know the players, and they know the problems. They know the problems that comes from. They know what I can ask them. We need them, and they know that we need them. But the team has to give. And tomorrow at 8 p.m. the team has to show, and the fans must see a team that is ready to fight, to compete, and they will give us. We just have to do that.
Conceded early against Wolves, and I think that's something that's happened a few times this season, first 5 minutes. Can you see a reason for that? Is it that the players going out onto the pitch, they fully switched on, and they're ready for that? Because if it happens quite a few times, is that something that...
It's something that concerns. It makes a big difference on the games. Who scores? The team that scored first. The impact on throughout the game is huge. It's always our intention to go and score first. We managed sometimes to do it, and probably was one of our better performances. And it's not easy to chase results.
I know managers are always saying the next game is the most important, and then the games are only worth 3 points, and that no match is more important than another. But this match in particular, against Nottingham Forest, considering where they are in the league, is this pivotal? How crucial do you see this in terms of your season?
All the games are very important. All the games are very important. You said all the managers say because it's how the manager thinks, because you cannot make difference between the games. The first game of the season or last game of the season is worth exactly the same. So we have to approach it the same way. Tomorrow is very, very important. Very, very important, I insist. Very, very important.
You, of course, know Forest. You know them well. But what differences, having analysed them and looking ahead to this game, what differences do you see with the Forest now and the Forest that you coached before?
Different. You know how much love and respect I have. This Forest is a good team full of talented players that we have to play against tomorrow. And they are experienced manager on Shandaish. They know. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
And a lot of the questions, obviously, and I'm sorry that it probably all the questioning seems a bit negative. So I'll ask you now, what do you see when you look around that gives you confidence? Do you see signs? Do you see things like this is something we're going to build on? What gives you confidence for now and for the rest of the season?
The way we speak to each other, me and the players, coaching staff and the players, because we are the ones that has to solve the situation. What gives me trust is I trust them. I know that they are much better than what they show in that first half at Wolves. I know what they can deliver, and I'm trying.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Is it a help or is it a hindrance playing so quickly after Wolves? I.e., good to get it out of the system and get another game, or would you have liked to have longer with the team on the training ground and the video to go through what went wrong?
In this particular case, it's good that it comes fast. It's good.
In that respect, do you expect the team, because I know how angry you were, do you expect the team to go out there almost without you saying a word and delivering what you want?
Yeah, that's are my expectations. But I know it's not about expectations, but actions. What I have to make sure is that the players are ready for tomorrow.
You're a good manager. You're a good man, you're a good manager. But
Thank you.
Is this job bigger than you thought when you walked in?
It's complex. It's really complex. And it's complex. It's always complex when you join and you don't have a preseason. It's always complex when a big club like West Ham is in the situation that it is. It's complex, the problems that we had with the absence of important players that were really important in the best period that we had as a team. Man United away, Brighton away, Villa at home. Malik and Aaron Bissaka went to Cup Nations, to the AFCON. So it's complex. It's complex, but this is what we are here for. If it was, I knew, and I embraced the challenge.
Also must be a challenge when you're taking on a team that's got players from the previous manager, the manager before him, and the manager before him. You know, it's not just, for example, if we sat down and I said, right, what would your ideal squad be at West Ham? You named 22 players. You've got to play with everybody else until now this January transfer.
It's not managers' players. It's club players. Okay, some of them are here a long time ago. Some of them have joined later. So it's not about who picked who. It's not about that. The only chance that I personally have to create an impact on the squad, it began on the 1st of January, and it's going to last until the 31st of January. So that's what I'm focused on. How can I help the squad? What are the needs of the squad? How can we rebalance and be stronger for the rest of the season?
Final two questions. I hope they're not too difficult, let's say, to answer, or too silly a question. First of all, is this team good enough to beat Forest tomorrow?
Yes.
And secondly, is this team good enough to stay up?
Yes.